Morning, folks. We've been doing a lot of measurement and looking at some data. So we've been looking at different ways to kind of look at information. So we did the line plots a few days. Those are the ones that usually have like a line and then there's an X to kind of show off the information there. I think we looked at pictographs. I think we looked at the one that had the apples, right? Man, I can do better with that apple. And there's always the key that says, okay, well, every picture is really 5 apples or something like that, okay? All right. Well, we're going to look at an old classic today. You've seen these before. We're just going to look at a few bar graphs, okay? Because they're all just different ways to show information, but they all kind of can be used at different times in better ways, all right? So this one says, determine which graph goes with which table. Well, a table is just another form of it. How can you show off information? All right, well, maybe they have balloons here. So they have 1,000 blue, 7,000 green, 3,000 orange, 8,000 yellow, and 9,000 red. And they have 6 different tables that we're going to have to match up with some bar graphs here. So you could have a table just to show information. The problem with the table is it's a little bit boring, right? You kind of have to look through each one individually and say, okay, well, it looks like orange is the highest here and red is the lowest here. So you can present information that way, but you still have to kind of look through it and analyze it a lot. When you have a bar graph or like the pictograph or the line graph, you can kind of visually see, okay, well, it looks like we have the most of this one here, or we have the most of this one, we have the least of this one. So it kind of catches your eye a little bit quicker. You can kind of dive into it, that much faster. So if you look, they all have the same colors. They all go from blue to red, blue to red, blue to red. But like I said, they kind of have that visual representation. So the highest any of them could have is 10,000 all the way down to 0. So you could call this here the range of data, right? So it goes from 0 to 10,000, and they're all the same for all these ones that we're looking at. And it looks like for just about all these, there's, maybe 2 low ones and 3 high ones. There's 2 kind of lower ones and 3 high ones. So what if I said to you, how many more, just looking at this chart, chart C, how many more balloons are yellow than red? Well, if I looked at the yellow, I could go across and say, okay, well, we've got about 7,000 here. Maybe I'll jot that down. I'll zoom in on that. How many are red? Well, it's between my 2,000 and my 4,000, so we'll call this about 3,000. So this is 7,000, 3,000. So how many more are yellow than red? Well, more usually means subtract, so I could do 7,000 minus 3,000. 7 minus 3 is 4. But I'm not talking about 7 and 3, I'm talking about 4. We're talking about 1,000, so the answer is 4,000, okay? So that would actually be the difference from this one to this one. If we wanted the total, we could say, okay, well, what's the total of the green and the orange balloons? Well, looks like I have 9,000 green. I have about 8,000 orange. I could add those together. So I think that would be 17,000, all right? So you can compare 2 data sets within a group, right? You could add them, you could subtract them. You could say, how many colors do I have where I have more than 5,000 balloons? Well, 5,000 balloons would kind of be right here in the middle. Well, I don't have 5,000 blue. I don't have 5,000 red. But I do have 3 colors, green, orange, and yellow. that are greater than 5,000. Okay? All right, so just a few things to think about there. All right, so the activity here, it says, determine which graph goes with which table. I'm going to do one. I'm going to give you guys a different one to work on and submit, all right? Okay, so let's look at the first one. We need 1,000 blue, 7,000 green, 3,000 orange, 8,000 yellow, and 9,000 red. Like I said, it's just a table. It's kind of hard to think about. It's hard to look at without, jumping into all the numbers. So we want to go from 1,000 in the blue to, let's just check the first two. 1,000 blue, 7,000 green. So we probably want a short bar for the first one and a pretty big bar for the second one. Hey, maybe I have it right here. Do I have 1,000 blue? Yeah. Do I have 7,000 green? No, I have 8,000. But I think it's pretty close. Blue, I have 1,000 blue here. 9,000 green. Look, I don't think so. Okay, here we go. 1,000 blue. What do I have for green? I think that's about 3,000. Okay, how about H? Definitely 1,000 blue. And that's between the 6 and the 8. It's right in the middle. 7,000. Better check them all, though. Okay, do I have 3,000 orange? That's what I'm looking for. Yep. I need 8,000 yellow. Check. And 9,000 red. Ding, ding, ding. So this is my H box. We're going to call this the H. Let's put this up here for number 1. Okay? 2, 9,000 blue, 7,000 green. So I kind of want a higher, really high bar, slightly lower, moving on, okay? So if I look visually, well, how about this? I have to go from 9,000 to 7,000, up to 8,000, check, down to 3,000, down to 1,000. I got it. So this is going to be my E. 2 is E. When you guys do yours, you can just put your initials there, okay? All right. 1,000, 9,000, 8,000. And we're lucky because everything goes in the same order. If we had to go back and mix up different colors in different orders, that would be a mess. All right, so I want to go from 1,000 to 9,000. How about this one here? 1,000 blue, 9,000 green, 8,000 orange, 7,000 yellow. If you look here, it just goes kind of high, medium, low, and down to 3,000 red, which we had before. Yep, so that's C for 3. 3C. 4, where are we? 7,000, 9,000, 3,000. How about D here? 7,000, 9,000, 3,000, 1,000, 8,000. Perfect. 4 is D. What about 5? 8, 3, 9. Okay, let's see. 8,000, 3,000, slightly up to 9,000. Yeah, I feel good about this one. Well, let's check them all. Definitely check them all. 7,000 in the yellow, 1,000 in the red. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, number 6. 871. 8,000, 7,000. So we want to go slightly lower with our blue to green drop off. What about here? 8,000, 7,000, 1,000, 9,000, 3,000. Exactly. So this is I. Bonus. What if I said for I, how many total balloons are there? So if we want the total, what would you do? Well, we could go, maybe just add up all those colors. So we have 8,000 blues, plus it was 7,000 green, 1,000 orange, yellow was up to 9,000, this was 3,000, between 2 and 4. So there you go. Have those 5. Let's add them up quick. $28,000. Balloons. Okay? All right, guys, you're going to have your own. So this was kind of like the A version. I'm going to just give you guys the B version to work on that, okay? But just give me your answers over here on the side and work on a little bit of science today too, okay? All right, guys, have a good one.